Okay, 1 second. My name is Audrey, and I'm going to teach you how to do a laceration on your index finger. The materials that you're going to need are the basic materials that you would need for almost any cut, unless you're using latex. You're going to want to use scar wax, injury pellets, or sacks, injury palette, makeup applicators, a nude eyeshadow palette, brushes, toothpicks, cotton balls, and fake blood. Hope you're not using real blood. Anyway, so what you're going to want to do is take some sort of oil, put it on your fingers, just so the stuff doesn't stick to it too bad. Now, you're going to want to take a little bit of the scar wax, not too much, and you're going to want to roll it between your fingers until you get a nice elongated piece. But you don't want it too long unless you have really big fingers. Just make it about the same size as your fingers, like across. Maybe a little bit smaller. Now, you want to put it on your fingers and smooth down the end so it'll stay on. Now, any excess you can just wipe off because you don't want it to look too unnatural. I'm no great artist, so that's not going to be the best. I'm not going to be the best at this, but anyway. Then you smooth down the sides so it starts to look like your skin tone. You don't want it too thin and you don't want it too thick. You still want the middle to be slightly raised. Now, you take a toothpick, put that same oil that you're using on your fingers on the end of the toothpick, and you run it straight down the center. So it'll look like that. Now, you take another toothpick, and you don't want to use any sort of black because it will look too unnatural. But you want to take it and put a darker red or brown in the middle of your cut. This part takes a little bit, but I'm just about done. So it'll look like that. Now, take your red, same brush would work, or whatever the heck you're using, and you want to put it in the middle as well to mix the brown or dark red and a lighter red. It'll look like that. Now, before you put the blood in, you take your blush, put it around the edge, not too much, because it'll look unnatural again, but you want it to be around the entire thing. And that about concludes that part. You don't want it to stop too abruptly, so you kind of want to taper it off on your finger. Don't put any more when you get up to the tip. So it looks like that. Now, this is where the eyeshadow comes into play. Take the color that best matches your skin tone and just put it over the red or pink or whatever color you're using. I personally like to use pink because it looks more realistic than a darker red. And you don't want to mess up too much like I just did. How you fix that though is you take another toothpick, preferably the one that you just put the oil on, and move that back down the middle and kind of pull it apart. There you go, see? Now, one of the final steps is, where did I put my brush? That's a very valuable key. There it is. Okay, so you find your brush and take some blood and put it in a cap. and then you want to put it in the center of your cut. You want a lot. I've already cut my finger on this finger, actually, and there's a lot of blood because there's so many veins in your fingers. So it'll look like that. Now the last step is you take that same color and put blue and yellow around the edges. I'm adding the yellow currently. You don't want too much, you just kind of want it to look like natural bruising, like the blood is under the skin. And that about concludes it for the video. It'll turn out looking like that. You kind of want to taper it off, but I'm running out of time. So that's how you do that, and I will see you with my next tutorial.